Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Weird Frequencies, broadcasting live from a cornfield somewhere in central Illinois, in a bunker deep down below the earth. It's a show that asks you, what in the weird is going on here? No, seriously, it's if you never watched the show, it's just a news show, and we talk about strange things going on in the world, and there you have it. So tonight's show, we are going to take a look at all of the contributions from the Bigfoot world this year for 2023. We're going to do a little Bigfoot roundup of all the coolest Bigfoot videos from this year. If you believe in Bigfoot, stay tuned. We're also going to talk about a couple of new species found. You know, they always say new species are found all the time. Bigfoot could be one of them that might be found eventually. They didn't discover certain kinds of gorillas until the 30s or something. I don't know. Anyway, two brand new species discovered. We're going to talk about those. And, some other stuff. We're going to talk about some ghost hunters in the UK that literally got sick after their encounter at one of UK's most haunted buildings. We are going to talk about, a massive meteor shower that's coming real soon, and how, at one time it convinced people that the world was ending. The same one that's coming. Let's see. And then we're going to talk about what Nostradamus' predictions are for the upcoming year for us. If you believe in that stuff, Nostradamus stuff. So, my name's Rob, and my host is Tyler, and my co-host is Tyler, and he will be here very soon. Let me see what he says here. I was just talking to him. Let's see, Tyler DeWitt. Yep. So he'll be on shortly. So he's going to join us. So that'll be cool. So, okay, there you have it. We are going to get right into some cool Bigfoot videos for this year. Kind of the Bigfoot roundup for 2023 is what we're going to call it. Boom, there you go. So we'll kick it off with some people in Colorado, of course, spotted this large bipedal creature lurking on a mountain. It's a pretty clear figure, and it spread like wildfire this last year, and it's quickly picked up, media outlets around the world. Some saying it's a genuine Bigfoot, while others argue it's merely just a hoax. So let's take a look and see what you guys think. Boom. This is the Bigfoot in Colorado.
An elusive creature.
So, welcome, chat.
Right,
hey, what's up?
Down.
Chat. There he is.
Yeah, let me see your camera. I'll do it.
Zooming in to see the amazing muscular build.
An elusive creature.
Look, there it is.
All right, just squat it down.
I think he's pooping right there.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Camera, I'll do it.
He's pooping. He's like a wild man in the woods. Possibly just trying.
An elusive creature.
There he is. A good shot of him,
All right,
though.
just
He's
squat
tall.
down.
There he went to poo right there.
Yeah, let me see your camera. I'll do it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The mighty Bigfoot running around. Gotta love some Bigfoot. That's my favorite one right there. My favorite Bigfoot ever. And that's probably right there is the one that you're looking at is probably the most realist Bigfoot there is. But okay, let's see. Now videos from the past year. Some other noteworthy ones was the mysterious creature film traversing the snowy mountains of Utah. Let me get this up here on the tube. Sorry. So they're following this trail. Was that him traversing along there?
Rocky Mountain Sasquatch. Several folks asked if anyone had searched for tracks, and others stated we should send a drone up to where a suspect Bigfoot was filmed running up a steep mountainside near one of the high elevation Wasatch Front mountain peaks. A helicopter pilot flew over the Wasatch Front mountain range looking for evidence right after watching the video. Not saying that was a Bigfoot running in an uphill direction on a very steep mountainside and deep snowpack that is windswept and iced over most of the day, nor am I saying that these giant footprints in this large trackway is Bigfoot. However, this trackway is consistent with most credible Bigfoot trackways when the creature is running or moving at a brisk pace. These brisk pace trackways usually have long strides and the footprints are directly in front of
Those
each
some big
other,
old
as
fake
if the
looking
creature is walking a tightrope.
Bigfoot
Perhaps one
shoes,
or
man.
both of these pieces of video evidence is just a coincidence, or one or both is
Pretty
actual
wild though.
evidence of this rare, elusive giant. Keep on watching. We're gonna keep on squatching.
There you have it. So that was captured, some of that just last Wednesday by witnesses, or a few Wednesdays ago. Um, in the Wasatch Mountain Range in by Farmington. That's where that was taken. There you go. Pretty wild though. Da, da, da. So it was captured on video, then on helicopter. So that's pretty cool. All right, so welcome to the Bigfoot Roundup 2023. If you're just joining us, now some um, there was a dark figure walking through the forest in New Hampshire. That is noteworthy of checking out. A woman and her dog in a wooded area of New Hampshire captured this.
Rocky Mountain Sasquatch. We were sent a purported.
Okay, hold on now. This is pretty wild. This was shared by the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization by a friend of the witness who was captured near the town of Bartlett. All right, so she had a very large dog who all of a sudden began to act weird and wouldn't go any further. And then this happened. Let's check this out. Oh, there's Tyler.
Hey, I just got here.
Hey, welcome to the show, Tyler. Were you ready? I can remove you if you want, if you were doing
No, no,
something private over there.
no, you're fine. I'm just sharing the show is all. I literally got to work and they were like, "Yeah, there's nothing going on in this department. You want to take the night off?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take the night off, sure."
All right, all right, all right. So we're in the middle of the Bigfoot Roundup 2023.
All right.
We are checking out some footage of Mr. Foot. This is was captured on video in New Hampshire. This is the Bartlett Bigfoot. This is our third one of the night. Okay, here we go.
Reported Bigfoot video from the woods near Bartlett, New Hampshire. And read the email while I enlarge the video to 200%, then 300%, and give my opinion on the footage. Justin writes RMSO.
Yeah, we don't need to hear what this guy's saying, but look at this. Pretty wild.
Why is it every time somebody's got a video of Bigfoot, they're always like walking away?
Yeah, brush that monkey. We're telling you, here's an
Yeah.
enlarged shot of him. That's a pretty good monkey suit right there. If that's what's going on, let's see. Let's see it again. Oh, that's a big ass dude too. Big ass freaking lurch dude.
200%.
200. Here we go. Oh, all right. You know those. That looks more like one of those suits to me. What are those
If you
called?
pause it right here at one point, it looks like it's got dreadlocks. About a
That
little
looks like
further.
even a blanket right there and a hoodie, maybe.
Yeah.
And dreadlocks, huh? Oh, there, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
you
see
saw the dreadlocks.
dreadlocks
Yeah.
hanging. That's just a wizard in a dreadlock. See, look, come on, that's a wizard with dreadlocks wearing like a cape over himself or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just debunked the
There's
wizard.
some good Bigfoot videos out there, but
That is
there's
not one
also
of
that
them.
is
Look at
not one
that.
of them.
That's
No.
where they blew it when they blew it up. Like, you might as well just take it down now. Okay, so yeah, that was the so much for the release from the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization. Thanks a lot.
I
Uh,
I just want to point
Way to
out.
help out the community.
I just want to point out real quick. Sorry, I got to point this
Yeah.
out. The 7-time father is here. Adam Joseph Gentry. Congratulations on your baby. Saw pictures of her the other day on Facebook. They had their kid. He's now 7-time father, I think. Well, I think he's got two, and then he's got one with his current girl, his Julie, his current wife, and I don't know. I forget what the number is. I'm sorry.
Wow, congratulations. Super cool. So yeah, thanks for being a listener for sure, dude. Um, welcome to the show. Anybody that just popped in, you're in the middle of Bigfoot Roundup 2023. We're checking out some of the, best Bigfoot stories of 2023, and deciding if any of them are in any way, shape, or form real, or worth watching ever again. Uh, so that was the dark figure walking through the forest in New Hampshire. Now, here's some drone footage of what appeared to be Bigfoot in Vermont. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. You'd think there would be much more of drone footage of Bigfoot. I mean, come on. You would think. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, with how many people have drones nowadays, you figure something people would
Everybody.
have. Yeah, but I mean,
All right, let's see. Let me switch over here. What did I mess up? Yeah, I switched video. Sorry, hold on. Got too much stuff going here. Every Sasquatch video still going here.
we actually had last week on the show. We had Dan He's a listener. He raised up a good point. He said, "What if the reason why you can't find Sasquatch is because they're cannibalistic? That's why you
And
can't find a corpse and all that."
what, they're just eating people?
No,
What does that mean? I don't get it.
he had a theory that Sasquatch may be some type of cannibalistic creature that eats or consumes either their dying or dead Sasquatch relatives or something like that. Hence why he
Oh
never
yeah,
mentioned their
maybe.
name.
That's a lot.
And that's a possibility, I would
You have to
say.
eat every
Yeah.
speck.
So go for a little
What's this
quick
guy
ride
saying?
and take a look. Well, the bumps are certainly out. You can see the sign over there.
This is 5
It is
minutes
aptly
long.
named Bear
Hold on.
Hollow.
So we're gonna fast forward here, obviously. Oh, is that it? Oh, holy shizzle! Okay, we're gonna blow this up for everybody else a little bit.
No way. Are you serious?
Cereal? Whoa, man, that's like one of the
What
suits
is
off of the
that?
commercial.
Yeah, but look at the stride, though. That stride's really interesting.
I mean, yeah, that's good footage right there. That's legit.
That's a weird stride for somebody in a suit, though. That's
It's
the
a
only thing I'll
great
say.
suit if it is.
It's a great suit, and the guy's definitely stretching his calf muscles. That's for sure.
10 plus on the suit. The guy in the suit gets a 10 too, definitely. He's a monster. What's he doing there? Why do they like trees so much and like, bending trees and making tree forts and stuff? You'd think they'd be smarter than that.
I don't know.
I mean, that's all they got out there, I guess, for shelter, but I don't know. They've survived out there all this time, and they can't. That's all they got is tree shelters.
Did he lose it? I don't see it anymore.
I'd be calling back the drone about then and leaving. Well, no, I'm just kidding. We got to rush the monkey.
Yeah, you gotta rush that monkey.
Yeah, that's right. Dude should be like zeroing in on it and landing that thing on his head. Why doesn't he just drop it down?
That's a good point. Why not drop it down? If you see this thing, you want to get a close up.
Drop the drone. Right. No, see, he might hit some trees, though. I mean, I could see that, but
I can see, yeah.
who cares? Drop it down one time and get a shot of him,
Well, where did it go? That's the thing.
He lost the monkey.
Yeah, it looks like whatever it is, it's gone.
They don't, he didn't sound all that very, like,
Believing, yeah.
yeah, he was just like, oh my, look.
Oh, what is that? Oh,
Yeah, people, I think, genuinely would be going, holy shit, that's Bigfoot. Let's go for it. I don't know,
Robbers storm a consignment shop in Pleasant Hill.
Yeah, I don't know. The stride that thing had is pretty interesting, but
It was.
I don't know. I'm looking at it like, that's a hell of a suit you got there, sir.
Yeah, that was, man, of the 5-6 pieces that we've watched so far in the Bigfoot Roundup, that one is definitely the best. I mean, wow, pretty clear shot. I mean, it's about time, though. I mean, come on. There should be way more of those, don't you think?
There should be like thousands of those. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, dude, everyone got a drone for Christmas last year
everyone's got a drone.
because they
Everyone's
dropped down to
got-
like $100 or less.
Everyone's got a drone. Everyone's got a cell phone, stuff like that. I don't understand why people haven't gotten a clearer picture. But I don't know.
Hold on now. So this clearly be a clever hoax. That last video first appeared online back on TikTok. Well, at first it was on YouTube, but then it was shared on TikTok. And people at first say said, it's one of the best recordings ever of Bigfoot caught on camera. But let's see. The original video posted on YouTube clearly states in the title that the scene is not real.
So that was fake.
We would assume, that the Bigfoot scene in the video is probably one of his friends wearing a Sasquatch costume. Yeah, so. Well, we just watched some fake footage, and I hate doing that, but at least we debunk it, kind of. Just like the last one. The last one was trash, too, so, the one before that, we figured out that was some wizard guy in with dreadlocks, it wasn't a Bigfoot. Yeah. So, okay, there you go. Moving on. So, we just keep proving on this show week after week that, unfortunately, Bigfoot's not real. I'm sorry. I mean, I hate to say that to you, Bigfoot fans out there, and but prove me wrong. That's why the show's here.
Sorry, Bubba. Bubba says I'm looking very squatchy with my beard tonight.
Oh man, you are
out.
looking squatchy over there for the Bigfoot Squatch Roundup 2023.
Hey, you wanna we get a costume on? We'll go record a video out in the woods and go viral.
So now, let's see what else. The past year, there was some remarkable game camera photos showing creatures that appeared to be Sasquatch in Washington State. This figure was captured dashing past one of the devices.
Thanks,
right
Adam.
Here. Let's take a look at this.
And they
Get rid of that one.
Here is a new game cam photo of interest. J. Louis writes us.
Okay, I don't know if we want to hear what this guy's got to say, but we'll check out this game cam photo. Game camera footage. Ready? Here we go. Let's see. Whoa.
Okay. Okay, so that might be like a nest or something, I think is what people say.
Mm-hmm.
I like how our title also says Big Boot. Big Boot Roundup.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. I think it's funny.
My fault. Okay, so now what is this? One of the things captured. What was that?
It looked like a child, but that was a hairy-ass child, that's for sure.
Maybe we should be listening to what this guy's
Life
saying.
and birds show up. Back in August of 2020, we checked the cameras one day and found a photo of a strange humanoid-shaped figure that had been captured by one of the trail cams. Not really sure what to make of the photo. We never showed it to the kids. It is very odd and peculiar looking. It does look like a long-haired humanoid-shaped figure covered in hair. I wonder if it could be some kind of Yeti or Bigfoot type of being. We have upgraded our computer system. The photo was in a saved folder on the old PC. To be honest, we forgot all about it. Not seen it in ages.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Pause it real quick, please.
We found RMS.
How do you... Okay. You have a picture of something that looks like... It looks like a chimpanzee. And you forget about it. I would be calling BS on that, because already it's like, if I had something like that, I'd be like trying to find answers right away. Like, I don't know what could have happened in their lives that made them forget about, oh, we got this photo of this weird animal on our, trail cam, but I'm sorry, something like that you don't really forget about.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Let's see if there's anything else in here.
Meso after A quick Google search, I thought you guys
You know, they find these forts made by them, you know, supposedly, and I don't know. They do, though, you know.
Yeah, supposedly that's the little like nests or something that
Yeah, they make these.
Bigfoot builds to keep out.
I mean, it makes sense if they're cold, they're shelters, you know. But a
Yeah,
hunter could do that too, and people could do any of that too. So.
yeah.
But I think that was most of the footage there that we caught there. So Trocam captures strange hominid figure in Washington. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So a few more in Florida. The legendary skunk ape may have been spotted. Let's see. On a game camera there. Let's see.
It's Rocky Mountain Sasquatch. Interesting game camera footage has been circulating social media. From what I gather, one of the media sites it was shared with was Outcast Paranormal. This is what they said. My buddy that researches the Florida skunk ape was sent this from our neck of the woods. If it's fake, it's a good one. What do you think it is? I see a baby and its fingers on the mom's nose when I mess with the color filter. This is a game camera picture of a plot feed for a hunter. If you think it's a suit, please search the internet to find the suit and post results here in the comments. Personally, I agree. If someone wants to make a claim that it's a suit, then you need to provide a link to the exact suit.
Right there, that really looks like just a shadow of some kind. It doesn't look like a baby.
Well, it looks like whatever it is, it's sitting. I don't see the baby they're talking about, but it looks
zoomed
like
in on it, like, you know, and there's some kind of weird light thing going on, but
it looks like it's sitting like up against a tree, like resting.
uh-huh.
That's what I see.
It's something though. The face looks legit.
Yeah,
Wow.
the face kind of looks like
Zooming in, look at the size of the creature's ears and how the
Yeah.
human-looking face is. Appears the baby has part of its hand and most of its fingers on what I believe is the mother's face. Doesn't look like a chimpanzee to me. However, I do wonder if it's some kind of an ape or monkey living in the wilds of Florida. Also, wonder if a skunk ape looks anything like this.
Can you pause it real quick?
Bigfoot.
See, I see what looks like. I don't see a baby. I don't know where this guy is saying he sees a baby.
I mean, he's ridiculous. That little area right there, you know, but
it looks like whatever it is, it's doing this, like a looking that way.
Yeah.
Because where your mouse is at, that looks like part of the jaw right there, but I don't know.
It looks like Curious George, like an animated Curious George on a maybe slightly bad animation. Yeah. So that's the Florida skunk ape spotted this year. What else we got on the Bigfoot countdown here? Among 2023's many eyewitness reports to two particularly compelling accounts came by way of hunters in Minnesota and New York. Let's see.
Looks like Bigfoot squatting. Yeah, Adam's right.
These are reported on Coast to Coast AM. Now, let's see. Oh, that's the actual Bigfoot report. Okay, that's the wrong one. Sorry. No video on that one. I apologize. Okay, we're not going to look into that, but there's some crazy stories from these guys from Minnesota and New York. One more. Two more, actually. A Sasquatch-like anomaly was photographed by Google Earth, and that's puzzling people. The Google Earth image is circulated online. It appears to show Bigfoot lurking in Colorado forest. Let's see. The photo, okay, it's been shared on Reddit. It apparently you can zoom in on it online. So here it is. Let's see. There's the shot of Bigfoot that they got on Google Earth. Boom. Let's see the full image, maybe. That didn't help us a whole lot, but maybe we can zoom in on it with Control C or Control Plus a little. Yeah, maybe. No, as far as we can get. Yeah. So there you have it. Captured actually by Google Earth, and the actual addresses you can go to. Let's try to just go there. I'm gonna just try to go there on Google
See
Earth.
if you can see if it's still up there.
Yeah, there it is. Wow, there's the actual coordinates. Whereas Bigfoot's just chilling. Now, where's that at? In Colorado. Wow. So,
Colorado.
yeah, there he is. Bigfoot's just chilling. Too bad there's no street view around Bigfoot. Bigfoot's house don't have a street view. Is that what this is?
Wasn't there a Bigfoot video that came out this year from Colorado? A couple recorded it from a train. So I think we talked
Yeah,
about
that was the first one that we watched.
Yeah, I think that we talked about that on the show. That I think is actually a pretty good video.
Yeah, that's probably the best one of the
That's
year.
probably-
But they're so
yeah.
far away, and it's really a really good suit the guy's wearing. So
Well, you never know. I mean,
yeah,
that one I
but
think
that's the
could be-
best one. It looks like he stops to take a poop too. So we're gonna call that the pooping Sasquatch.
Like people can't tell if what's in that video. Some people were saying when we first watched that it was a guy in a ghillie suit, it was a hunter, it was a bear, or some people were saying it was legitimate. And I don't know, maybe Colorado's where Bigfoot's at. Maybe that's Bigfoot territory.
Yeah, if you do, let's do this for fun. Let's look for legitimate Bigfoot suits you can buy. Bigfoot suits.
We're gonna break Bubba's heart with this.
Oh, I know. Bigfoot Halloween suits. See what we can get. Quite a selection there. That is a nice one right there on Amazon for $80. There's a dude right off of the commercial, practically. The authentic Jack Link's costume right there for $2.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Let's see what else we can find. If you'll find like companies out here making like legit nice ones. Like here we go, Bigfoot Pro costume. Here we go, the Horror Dome, $111. It looks like. Oh shit! No, this one's serious. This one's $3,400.
Oh damn!
Yeah, but look at that. I mean, you want to make a Bigfoot video, this is the place to come. Pick up this dude. You got a video right here. You're gonna get like 1 million hits.
It looks less like Bigfoot, more like a deranged mountain man.
Yeah, that was stupid looking. Our realistic Bigfoot and Gorilla Yeti costumes. Let's see. Friendly Bigfoot. Oh,
Friendly Bigfoot.
I
see. Hold on a minute.
I think Friendly Bigfoot was the one pooping a while in the.
Yeah,
video.
the friendly Bigfoot, that color there.
Uh-huh.
That kind of looks like the same color as the one in the Colorado train video.
That's what I mean. The pooping.
Yeah.
He's got a pooping slot on the back of that. He just lifts it up. And go, whoop. Oh, now he don't look so cool there. But now the gorilla suit's good. Is this the mean? Okay, let's check out the mean Bigfoot, regular Bigfoot. Oh dang, yeah, he's like a Yeti. Check him out with a snowboard. All right, so yeah, that's not so convincing. What are they? Let's look one more company. Sells them Sasquatch on eBay. Let's see what eBay offers. Oh shit, there's the dreads guy.
Those dreads we saw earlier.
That's a cool one though. Look at that. Only $114. Bigfoot mask. Whole costume. Oh dang, that one's no joke.
That one's got a movable jaw. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, the mask looks kind of cheesy in the picture, but Maybe. Oh, now okay. I think it's not bad. Yeah. Oh, dang. Now there you go.
That looks like a Irish bar drunk fighting Bigfoot. That's the
Like a
Bigfoot
big
that's
fat leprechaun Bigfoot.
yeah. That's the Bigfoot you walk into a bar with. He's already like 3 sheets to the wind, and you pick a fight with him.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's plenty of Bigfoot costumes to be had out there, unfortunately. You Bigfoot hunters. Oh, and the last thing I was going to end the Bigfoot roundup with. Let's see. The where's it at? The Bigfoot bandits struck again in 2023 when a sticky-fingered individual stole a giant inflatable Sasquatch from a festival in Washington, and another ne'er-do-well made off with a sizable statue that had stood outside a home in Virginia. So these people are like stealing Bigfoot. So this one here was stolen from a Sasquatch festival. Right. This is reported on Coast to Coast AM also. Let me show you. This is funny. Let me bring back the stories. Yeah, there. Look, somebody stole this.
Why would somebody steal that?
Yeah, Bigfoot bandits, basically. It was reported by KOIN.com. Sasquatch stolen after Sasquatch Fest in Longview. Someone stole the belated Sasquatch. KOIN 6 News reported earlier this week. Look, the kids were having fun. Somebody stole the dang Sasquatch. And then at the same, area festival, someone made off with this big statue. The local media reported, Prince William's Times reported that they need help tracking down their Sasquatch statue. Somebody stole that during the festival. They had like a hat on it or something.
Bubba, why are you stealing Sasquatch merchandise?
Bubba, have you been stealing?
Yeah.
You've been pilfering Sasquatch statues. Another one was a hot pink Bigfoot that got stolen, but that got returned because it was designed to raise money for charity. And
okay.
the regretful thief discovered that basically that that it was pink. I mean that it was. Here it is right here. This whole story is pretty funny.
What's going on, JD? I hope you're feeling better, man.
They actually returned
An update now in the case of the missing hot pink Sasquatch called Stella that was the centerpiece of a cancer fundraiser in De Pere. Shop owner Sally Kiefer came to Local 5 last week to plead for Stella's return with no questions asked. Yesterday, Fancy Treasures posted on Facebook a photo that shows Stella back out front. They also posted a typed apology letter with a donation to a community cancer patient fund. Kiefer was scheduled for breast cancer surgery yesterday, so we wished her a speedy recovery. For now, a replacement Bigfoot sits outside the shop with some new surveillance equipment.
So they got it back. Apparently, the thief felt bad about it, and he brought it back. So there you have it.
Yeah,
and,
that's happened a couple of times when I will admit there's at least some honor among thieves because you hear a lot of stories about people stealing shit that they realize it was for a charity or somebody's like some kind of like cherished item they received from a dead relative, and they're like, "You can have it back. We're sorry,"
Uh-huh.
So I'm glad Stella came back.
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. At least the guy felt bad and brought it back. So and the last one for the Bigfoot Roundup 2023 and all of the cases of mysterious Bigfoot banditry going on out there across the country. ladies and gentlemen. We got to do something about this. It's spreading like wildfire. The last one, and this particularly strange one, someone they snatched a Bigfoot statue outside of a store, and they left behind a clue, right? On this one, as to where it might be. They left like I think a blue marble or something in place of the statue. Right? So yeah, let's see if there's any kind of video about this, but let's see.
They stole a Bigfoot statue and left a blue marble in its place.
Security showed a man taking the statue. He waited 15 minutes, then he placed 2 envelopes where the statue had been, and then the man drove away. The envelopes one contained $6 in cash, the other contained a blue marble, ladies and gentlemen.
What the hell?
Yep.
Those statues. Here's $6. Here's $6. Go buy yourself a new statue. Those statues are like more than $6.
Yep. So
you got robbed by the Riddler. Sounds like $6 on a blue marble. Figure that out for your Sasquatch trophy.
So we got to do something about this rash of Bigfoot thefts going on, and why was a blue marble left? Can we solve that in the chat? Anybody got any ideas?
Adam says it was a lucky blue marble.
$6 to win.
$6. I need to borrow your Sasquatch statue for a video I'm going to try and make. Here's $6 in my lucky blue marble. I'll bring it back at some point.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, the mystery of the blue marble, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And Bigfoot. Why? Yeah. People are wacky, aren't they?
I don't know.
When I worked in radio, people would, they would mail us weird stuff. Like I've gotten weird things in the mail. And when I was in a band, like this band called Black Ops, we got weird things in the mail too from people. We never really knew who sent them. And it was like creations, handmade, weird creations and stuff.
Oh. So, what was some of the coolest stuff you received?
Oh, like when we did Basement Radio, there was a regular listener, this guy named the Monkey or Blue Monkey or something. We never found out who he was, and he would be a marble monkey. He would only be a puppet when he was on camera, a monkey puppet, and we really didn't know who he was. And he would send us drawings and things like that, and like little stick figures made out of popsicles in the mail and stuff. And yeah, he was a trippy dude. Red Monkey, see?
Red Monkey. Okay.
Yeah, Bubba knows. You remember Red Monkey, Bubba? To this day, I do not have any idea who that was. Remember how he was kind of obsessed with like my show, really, with the basement shows, and anybody on there, anything about it, he'd just send drawings and logos, and yeah.
So he would send you. He would pop on camera. Was this a Weird Frequencies radio, basement radio, or was this like just?
It was like an internet radio station that was on back in the day when internet radio stations were cool, like before. This is telling my age, but this is actually before like YouTube and
podcasts and
podcasts.
Yeah.
And it was before all that was really organized, and there was no Pandora or Spotify to listen to. So we played music for people, really, literally. They'd get on the internet on their computer, and we played music for them. and people loved it until people got phones for $99, and then all of a sudden it was all over. And then everybody had a phone in their hand, and like you didn't need internet radio stations anymore because you were your own DJ all of a sudden, and you were your own amazing best DJ in the whole world. You didn't really need to sit there and go to a website and watch somebody play you music. But there was a time where you did, and that's when Basement Radio was around. And anyway,
Fat 420 on our podcast,
and Bubba was on there.
Fat 420 on our podcast. I think he still does the Basement Radio stuff. I think he still does something like that. I had to ask him.
Well, Bubba did a show on there, and he was really popular. And he had the Bubba's radio show was on there for years, and it lasted for like 2 or 3 years. It was actually at one point we got about 25,000 viewers a day. It was pretty.
Wow.
It was pretty big. Yeah, we had a lot of hip hop on there. We would invite people into studios and have mic passes with like DJs, and it got pretty awesome, And then one day it all disappeared when phones got cheap, and you just didn't need internet radio stations anymore. Hi, Susan. Baked goods, retro radio. Yeah, there was actually, it was wild. At one time, there was probably about 25 shows on there, dude. And we basically had like a Juggalo radio show. There was a sports show. There was a wrestling show. There was, the beer show. Baked goods was all about weed. The beer show was all about beer. Retro radio played oldies and classic rock, and there was a show we did called Poppin' Cherries, where we played only new songs, and we had a lot of viewers. It was pretty crazy. People still today go, bring back Basement Radio, and we're just like, nah, there's no reason, there's no need for it anymore.
The only way Basement Radio is going to survive in this day and age is if it brought something new to the table, like something. Podcasts are fine and all that stuff, but they're also, everyone who has a computer
does it and has
it.
We were like, a mini YouTube before there was YouTube. That's what Basement Radio was. We literally had, every style of show to watch, but it was only 25 to choose from. But it was like a little mini YouTube universe that existed for a while.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
See, I'm trying to look up this Red Monkey because Bubba says he has a Facebook page. I found some group called Red Monkey Hate, which I don't get what that is.
It was a mystery. No. It really was.
The Monkey Hate Group. A group dedicated to those who are terrified, horrified, or absolutely cannot stand monkeys or gorillas.
Bubba, do you know who Red Monkey was? Or did you know anything about him?
Red Monkey. And he had a puppet. Every time we come on, we need to have a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, he was real careful not to show himself on camera ever. But he would, he'd get on video, and he'd be in his house, and he'd have a little weird scene set up with boxes, cardboard, and little cutouts and stuff. And he'd be like, "Hey, I'm the Red Monkey." Yeah, he barely talked, actually. I don't think he talked even. I don't know if he still has that Facebook page. If he did, yeah. I have some drawings he sent me still.
You were talking about drawings earlier. I got one for you. My buddy Matt, his parents own a farm outside of Meridosha. It was their grandparents' farm, and both the grandmother and grandfather died. And the parents were getting ready to move in, so we were kind of helping them move stuff to this farm in Meridosha. I'd have to find a picture of it because I remember I took a photo of it, but we found a picture in their grandparents' house. It was like in chalk, like that black chalk that you draw with, like a black. It was the weirdest fucking picture I'd ever seen. It was a picture of a person. His eyes were sunken in, staring at the front of the picture. Behind him was another picture with somebody with no head on him. And we're like, holy shit, did your grandparents draw this? What is it? It was like demonically dark shit. And for years we thought the grandparents drew it until we found out his brother apparently got so jacked up on psychedelic mushrooms and drew this picture because he thought it was cool. We're sitting the whole time thinking, dude, that was the scariest freaking picture we'd ever seen. I gotta see if I can find it. I think I have it on my phone, but it's so messed up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah.
So, well, while you're looking for that, I got some other things. Let's see. Those big bunch of stinky liars over at CNN are reporting, you can believe them sometimes.
Sometimes.
This is maybe one of them. A father and his 6-year-old daughter have found a 150-year-old shipwreck. So on Lake Michigan, they found a wreck of a ship that sank in 1871, apparently.
I heard about this.
So there's some pictures of it. They plan to survey the wreck further. That's about all they got there. I don't know if there's some video. It's a Facebook post. So there you go. Pretty cool.
I heard about that, finding that wreck. That's pretty cool.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Yeah, we used to do oh yeah, that was cool. We did we used to broadcast from the fair actually every year, just like a regular radio station, and we used to broadcast from the Miller tent. And one year a soldier in Iraq got to see his dad's band, and the whole like platoon got to watch our broadcasts in Iraq basically up on a big screen.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and because we streamed the whole concert, because we'd stream all the live bands out there, so for people to just watch, we'd literally just that'd be our station, was just those bands playing out there. And we got a lot of views whenever we did that, man. And yeah, so that was pretty awesome. He thanked us and everything, that he got to see his dad's band while he was in Iraq and stuff. So pretty cool.
I know a lot of people want Basement Radio to come back. I can see it in the chat. People say they want it to come back, but the only way it's going to come back is if it did something unique and different compared to, YouTube and all that stuff. So, but I remember those days. I remember watching a lot of them. I watched, Morning Disaster when Ray went from QLZ to disasterradio.net, I think was what the one. It was Basement Radio. I remember, I don't remember if I saw your show, but I saw one. It was like a local video game news and all that stuff. They talked about that because I ran into them.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't remember that show. That was a good show.
Yeah, because I ran into them when I was picking up God of War 3 at a midnight release, and they were talking about it. And I'm like,
they went off and ended up doing their own AM show on AM.
Oh, really?
On WTAX, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people from Basement Radio went on into real radio, actually, like Bishop on air. He's on WTAX, and
yeah,
there's a bunch of people actually that went on to regular radio. But yeah, we it was like a training ground kind of for future DJs. Who else? There's still what is that one guy's name who's on WTAX, and he's still on sports show on fantasy football or something on weekends. He used to be on Basement Radio, and they did a sports show. What was that guy's name, Bubba? can't remember. They did a sports show. Remember him and Diggs. It was Diggs' friend, but that guy's still on WTAX on the weekends. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Actually, a company came to me one time, and I hate to waste all the show talking about basement radio, but a company actually came to me one time here in town and wanted me to bring back. Does he really? That's interesting. Ray Lytle still does morning disaster radio every morning, and he was kind of. We broadcast him also on basement radio, but
Yeah.
but he actually I forget where I was going with all that, but anyway, yeah, but this company came to me and wanted to bring it back, and they offered money and a studio, and they were literally going to set us all up in a really nice studio, and then towards the end, we found out they really just wanted us to pay them, and I just didn't have the money.
Oh, that's
they kind of changed it all around towards the end, and they were like, they said, we thought it sounded great, and we were all ready to go in and do it, and then they were like, well, everyone's going to have to pay for their shows, like they're going to have to pay like $25 an hour or through a show, or
$25 an hour.
Yeah, they want us to pay for studio time, literally, which is how they make money, and that's okay, but that's why we didn't do it,
Wow.
But we almost set it back up. But
hey, do you want a job where you pay us an hour?
That's kind of what it was, yeah. And man, the studios are beautiful that they offered us. And, I'm not going to say the name of the people here in town that offered us this, but they had really nice like production podcast studios and stuff. It was pretty cool, but yeah, it didn't happen.
That has to be the kind of gig you would get with the radio, where it's like you're so good that you already have sponsors lined up for when you go live, and you just rent it or something like that. Something like a big professional like Sirius XM podcast or something like that.
Right. Well, we have actually offered this show to WTAX and Midwest Family Broadcasting. We sent them a letter, if they're watching right now, hopefully, checking the show out, welcome. And we'd love to be part of your families there. So there you have it. So we sent them a letter, asking if they would like the show to be on the air. So there you have it. We may be syndicated before you know it, all across the country, which that's our plan, I guess, in the end, right, Tyler? I mean, it'd be nice.
Yeah, I think that's everybody
syndicated across the country.
I think that's every podcast owner's dream, is to like get syndicated or
make the big time.
Yeah, get the big time or something like that. Be featured on Sirius, or hell, even local radio stations. Like obviously, I'd have to watch my mouth. I'd have to wash my mouth because I do curse like a sailor, but
you could do it. It's not as hard.
Do it. Yeah,
you just imagine your grandma's listening. I did it. You could do it if I could.
Yeah,
I did it for 2 years. I might have broke the FCC live violations a few times, possibly, maybe.
I think the podcast I'm on, I don't think that really has much of a chance of.
When you're in radio, they're
so dirty.
They told me that as long as there's no little old ladies listening to you, you're all right. Like if you say shit accidentally, you're fucked. As long as there was no little old lady listening, because if there was, she's gonna call right away as quick as she can on your ass.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're all right. But it was like a $10,000 fine. That was 10 years ago to a station. Yeah.
Dang.
They'd be pretty mad at you if you got caught.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of mozzarella for just I said the S word.
Yeah, you also have a 7-second delay, Tyler. So if you do accidentally go, those motherfuckers, and you go, oh shit, you reach down and press that button, it delays and cuts it out. It cuts out, I think, the last 3 seconds you said, or the last 7. It might be the last 7 seconds. Yeah, and it loops it and it catches up And but you want to know a secret is if you want to mess with somebody, a DJ, it's live and they have a delay. It's called a delay because it loops back and catches back up with itself instantly. So if you want to mess with them, they can only do it 3 times, I think, in a minute. So after the third one, when they're live, like they can't do anymore.
At that point, after 3, they're probably gonna hang up on you.
Yeah. So that's why they'll be like, okay, you got one chance. And no, if someone keeps cussing and going at it, they'll have to hang up, but they can't give them a third chance because, yeah. Anyway, that's a little weird thing.
Yeah.
Here we are saying we want to be on WTAX, but yeah, if you want to mess with a DJ, then just
we would love a job with WTAX, WMAY, WYNG. By the way, if you really want to get a DJ in trouble,
exactly. I would go work there for free once a week. I would do a free show for them just to show them, that what we got. Kind of, and because we do a free show once a week already, we might as well do a free one for them. I mean, I would. I don't know. I'm not speaking for you, but you're in a contract with this new station if we ever land one somewhere. We are open for anybody else in town in the Springfield, Jacksonville, Decatur, Taylorville area, just in case
I think I would do it. I think I would. I've had a lot of people, like a lot of local people and family. They listen to these shows and they tell me, like, because local radio station here in Jacksonville is WEAI. They told me, dude, you should go work for WEAI. But when I hear myself talk, I'm like, dude, I sound like I ate a shit ton of Doritos and drank a gallon of Mountain Dew.
No, you got a perfect voice for radio. And and we would love to be on that Jacksonville station. I would drive to Jacksonville once a week for free. There you go. Not every day I'd have to get paid for that.
Yeah.
But, I would drive out there once every Sunday. And you get on one station, buddy, and then you're good. Then you can multicast to other stations, and you can start making a lot of money. So we could, you literally can become filthy, stinking rich doing something like this. So that's what we really want to do. Let's face it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. But yeah, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
Thank you.
Yeah, he has a great voice, doesn't he, for radio? When I, first got interested and pushed into radio, kind of by Ray Lytle, he, I didn't know anything about radio, and I had a little website about bands, and he was just like, "We're gonna take your website and we're gonna turn it into a radio show." He called me up one day, and I was like, "What do you mean? I don't know anything about radio." And he just said, "Dude." He said, "You have a great voice, and I have an ear for these things. I've been working in radio 20 years. He said, you got a great voice for this." And he said, I said, "I don't know the terms and, all the, 92.7 WQLZ, the rock station. We'll be right back," and all that, And he was like, "It'll just come to you. Don't worry about it. All those little terms will just come to you." And he just kind of, I just was thrown into it, really. And I feel the same way about you right now. So there you go. We could throw you right in there, and I think you just.
If anybody wants to, hire me as a DJ, we can talk.
If that local station in Jacksonville needs a talk show DJ over there, they need to hire.
I could do a morning show, and I can do an evening show. It don't matter.
Tyler DeWitt Drive Homes on Jacksonville.
It's better.
So whatever it's called, station.
Tyler DeWitt's leading you through your morning on 107.1 The Eagle, Jacksonville's best music base. I've listened to that radio station since I was a kid. I can tell.
There you go. That was like a perfect audition right there. Good job. Good job. That was perfect.
Thank you.
That's called an air check.
An air check. Thank you.
So there you have it. Okay. Let's see. What was the next little thing I had? Something for you. Yeah. Ghostly stories.
Oh, I do love
ghosts. All right. So we're switching over to ghosts. Ghost mode. Let's see. So This is reported by the Mirror. Let's see. Let's go into this mode here. And does that put both of us down there? That's kind of, I don't like that. All right. So the ghost hunters are here in the UK. They were left sick after an encounter at one of the UK's most haunted buildings, apparently. And they were left shocked after a ghost allegedly swore at them during the visit to one of UK's most haunted buildings, basically.
Really?
Yeah, so pretty crazy. It's a a TikTok hunter, Tony Ferguson, basically. Let's see, is this the badmouth ghost here? Left sick after the encounter. I don't think that's it. Inside. Did that ghost hunter guy pass away? He did, didn't he? I mean, that Mythbuster guy.
That
He was
guy passed
awesome.
away?
Yeah, I think he did, man.
What?
Yeah,
No way.
I think he did, buddy. So this is some of the ghost pictures that they took, or so. Anyway, I'm not forgetting anything too interesting there, but might be an interesting read. Left somebody sick, and oh yeah, disembodied voices. They began their investigation, and they heard noises telling us to get the f off and get out. Boom. This is reported by Birmingham Live. Let's see if we can find some information about that here. Haunted nunnery in Birmingham. There's some video. Let's accept all this crazy stuff. Oh, of course it's not going to work. Yeah, same pictures. There we have it. Oh, here we go.
By the way, that Jamie Hyneman guy that you mentioned from Ghosts from Mythbusters, he's still alive.
He is. Okay, good. All right. That's good. I thought one of them may have passed away, though.
I think it was one of the assistants, one of the ladies that passed away. Yeah. All right. So these guys are in a ghost hunt.
Are you the gentleman that said help me?
Thank you.
Maybe if we pray for you, would that help for your forgiveness? Is that why you wanted them to help?
Oh, let me go back. Sorry.
Is that correct? Oh wow, thank you very much. Are you a nun?
Are you a priest? You just get comfort in us praying for you.
See the particles flying
Are
by.
you the gentleman that said help me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe if we pray for you, would that help for your forgiveness? Is that why you wanted them to help? Would praying make you feel better? It's mad, man. This is crazy.
Have you confession?
That's a
Have you
creepy
come to a
freaking
place
voice
like
box they
this
got
for
there, dude,
forgiveness?
whatever that is.
Yeah, that's weird.
What is that? I mean, let's stop that right there. What is that? I mean, what are they? They're using a voice box there? That's not, they're not just capturing these from recordings later, right?
Yeah, that would be a voice box they have right there. The beeping you're hearing, I think they have some kind of, it looks like behind him, the guy you have your mouse on, he has a REM pod from the looks of it. REM pod usually reacts to energy or movement or, heat.
Well, are you? Yeah. And are you here because we can help you?
Yeah.
Thank you. So,
can you step away and just keep it stopped for a second for us, please?
Thank you. If there's an intelligent spirit in that room, can you move away from that device, please?
Yeah, that's a REM pod they have there that makes music instead of
Can you move away from it so it doesn't go off, please? This room feels weird.
It's like just a wisp of smoke just between us.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. What was that?
Okay, could you do us a favour? I know we keep on asking you loads, but can you just make it stop, please? Just keep it stopped. Move away from it completely.
There you have it.
There's a couple weird things I saw in there. Some like dust, but that's the thing about when you're ghost hunting. When you catch dust and orbs on video, you can never tell which one is which. By the way, I found a picture that I told you about. I'm going to send it to you real quick.
Oh, cool.
Because for some reason, it's not letting me share stuff on here. Let me see here. It's not letting me share stuff on here. I think it's because I'm under
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
I have so many windows open on this left monitor.
Sasquatch. Let's see. I'm going to send this to you. And you can see just how screwed up. Why, when I saw this photo, I thought this was like, your grandparents like dealing with some ghosts and spirits and shit.
Are you going to post it for everybody or no?
That's just it. I can't for some reason. I don't know, like if what's up with my StreamYard. StreamYard's been really weird as of late, so I sent it to you on Messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay. So this Grant guy from he's from the show Mythbusters. Mythbusters. Yeah. Brain aneurysm. I'll be damned. Okay. I was promising. They always talk about Bigfoot and how maybe it's a new species that just hasn't been discovered. And new species are discovered all the time, and people always say that. Brand new species and. They discovered gorillas like in the 1910s or 20s or something, didn't they? Like silverbacks or something. They discovered them pretty late, actually. But anyway, the two new species discovered is a new 3-foot-long snake. One of them is found in Myanmar.
Yeah, I heard about this one too. This is cool.
It's a snake species first described in 2000 as a variation of a known species of a viper, but it's actually a new species. And this is reported by the Miami Herald. We'll take a look at this. Boom, boom.
Oh, here we go. I figured out how I can show that photo. So when we're done with this one, I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's a new species right here. Where's it at? There he is. The Trimesaurus iawadadensis. Or the Ayarwadi pit viper. Bam. Pretty, isn't it? Brand new species right there, ladies and gentlemen.
It is wicked looking.
Pretty cool. So the other new creature discovered is a new crazy creature with a very long snout found in China, and it's a brand new species. And for years, it's been undetected, but now it's been discovered on a mountaintop in China, and it's also reported by the Miami Herald. This is a type of mole. Look at that thing. It's a new crazy mole with a big long snout. It's got the longest weird snout, and it's got chocolate fur, but the snout's very long compared to other moles. You know, it doesn't. Other moles don't have that. Some of them, these things are about 2.5 inches long. It's named the Europhysileus huagaganagenesis after the mountain it was found on. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Weird little freaky shrew moles discovered. Chocolate moles, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
There you have it. So,
All right, let me show you this photo.
okay.
You're gonna look at it, and you're gonna be like, "What on earth?" And apparently it wants you to. It wants you to bring it up. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my StreamYard lately. There it is. Well, look at that. And here's the weird part. The brother doesn't draw stuff like that, but when he was on these mushrooms, this is what he drew apparently. Cause see, you got lady up here, no eyes. Here's the part that's really creepy. Lady in the back with no head. I mean, and the weird part is too is that his grandparents could draw. His grandparents painted, so they could draw stuff like this. That's why when we first found this, we were like, was this something your grandparents saw? Were they seeing ghosts or something like that? Is this the 3 ghosts that, or something that's on the property or something like that? But no, the brother apparently said, no, I did this. I did this. I was on some stuff and I did this. It is so weird too, because that layout too, that whole layout with the front door there and the windows is identical to the front room of his grandparents' house where his parents live at now.
Wow.
It is such a weird. I'm gonna say this. Anybody who's in radio wanting to hire us, pardon my French. It is the weirdest fucking picture I've ever seen in my entire life that somebody drew. It is.
It is pretty wild.
At first, I was like, "Is this like some Omen shit or some Exorcist?" And then it turns out, oh no, he was just on some psychedelic dreams when he drew this. He
was just tripping a little.
Oh, and he never drew like this before. This, whatever he took, got him to draw like this.
Wow.
It is. I don't know.
Pretty intense.
It
Mushrooms will make you creative, that's for sure.
The worst part is too is the brother took the photo back to his house, to his family's, put it in a picture frame, and it's hanging up in the house.
Yeah.
That's kind of traumatized the children. Oh, it's a nice drawing, but it is a weird damn drawing.
So there is a massive meteor shower that's coming. Apparently,
there's also a solar storm too, they're saying.
Yeah. From what this article is saying, let's see. How do I get that to do that? Damn it. Oh, okay. Oops. Do that, damn it. Oh, okay. Oops.
I actually brought up what we're doing.
So, it's the Geminid meteor shower. It's expected to be huge, and it's peaking Wednesday night. And it could produce 150 stars an hour in white, yellow, and even green hues. As dramatic as that might be, though, it says it doesn't hold a candle to this one meteor shower that happened in 1883. And that night, people thought the world was ending when it happened. Same kind of, meteor shower. And people claim that it was like a shower of stars, and the Native Americans even said it was the night that the stars fell. So yeah, it should be a super cool. Here's the night that the star fell. They thought the world was ending, basically, and it was just a
Wow.
meteor shower. Like, what's going to happen this week? So should be pretty cool. Is there like a link to the actual information about the Gibonid meteor shower? Yeah, the best meteor show of the year is coming up. Basically, that's what they're saying. You gotta. Damn it! Of course, Washington Post wants you to join that little club or whatever to read the full article. But yeah, anyway, big old meteor shower coming. So don't worry, the world's not ending, everybody. So
Nope.
the stars are not falling out of the sky.
And I think the solar flare that they're talking about is supposed to hit. Is it tomorrow? That's what I heard. It's a big solar flare, which they say it's unusual for this time of year because most of our solar flare activity is in August and September.
Yeah.
This one they're saying this one, I've already told one person who was scared to death the world's going to end. Solar flares hit the earth all the time. This isn't that big a deal. It's not even supposed to be that big a deal, but it could cause an aurora borealis in certain lower parts of the lower U.S. So,
wow.
NASA says it's a Class X solar flare, which has the highest intensity with the potential to affect radio communications, electric power grids, navigation signals, and poses a risk to spacecraft and astronauts. Apparently, it's going to be Thursday. So you're going to get the meteor shower Wednesday, and then Thursday, you're going to get the solar flare. That's kind of a cool week to look up at the stars.
Wow. Interesting. So, I don't know if you had anything else going there, but that was about it for me, except I was going to end the show with Nostradamus' predictions for next year.
I've actually got one more for you before we get to Nostradamus, if you don't mind.
Sure.
And I love this. I heard about this, and I'm wanting to know more about it. So, a team of scientists discovered what may be the largest skull of a pliosaur ever discovered. Not only is it the largest skull, but it's also 100% intact. There has never been a 100% intact pliosaur. Pliosaurs are your marine reptiles from the Jurassic. These are like your mosasaurs, your plesiosaurs, your ichthyosaurs, your elasmosaurs, stuff like that. But here is the big thing. I'll bring it up real quick. I need you to bring it up if you don't mind.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, sorry. I'll get that fixed
There you
before
go.
next time. See, that's the actual skull. They're saying this: if the skull is accurate, the creature would have been 40 feet long.
Dang.
40 feet long. Let's see, bring this up a little more.
Whew.
And it's 100% complete. It was found on the cliff of Dorset in England. Dorset Cliff is very notorious for having a lot of marine and land life from the Jurassic.
I mean, that just looks like a dragon, doesn't it?
It looks like, yeah, it does. It looks like an alligator's head or something like that.
Is that what it was?
That is okay. Here's the thing about this that's the really interesting part. They believe that's what they think it looked like.
I mean, there's whales out there that look like that now.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They can't tell. They believe it's what's called not a Tylosaurus. They believe it's what's called a Mosasaurus. Mosasaurus is where the most common marine reptiles. There's one of the teeth. Mosasaurs were one of the most common marine reptiles in the Jurassic period, but they say it shows traits. It may, it's not confirmed. It may be a new species. Because there are traits on this fossil skull that they've never seen before on other mosasaurs, and they can't determine if that's because it's 100% complete skull or if it's the skull of a new species. They're
Wow.
not sure. So, and that's showing you the bite radius of like Tyrannosaurus could have given 45,000 newtons of pressure in its bite. Mosasaur or a pliosaurus is called. Pliosaurs, again, they're the marine reptiles. 33,000 newtons of force on its bite. So, not as strong as T-Rex, but enough it could have possibly done damage to say anything it got its hands on.
And Mike Tyson, 700 newtons.
Yeah.
Newtons of strength.
So, they do believe. See, here's where the skull was found. The skull was found up there. They do believe the rest of the skeleton is in that bedrock. They're planning to go in there later this summer and try to excavate the rest of it. So,
look at where they're finding that. Wow.
Yeah, they had to actually hang off the cliff to get this thing out of the cliff. That's the coolest part too.
I mean, if you look at the side of that mountain, you're going to see the layers in the earth of how old this planet is.
Yeah, so you got like right there.
It's just like when you open up a tree, how you can count the years of the tree. That's amazing.
See, now there's another pliosaur skull. That one there for sure is a mosasaurus, but you can see how this skull, the teeth aren't really overlapping as much, and you have a larger skull case back here. Now, if you go up to this photo of the skull they found, which is right up here, you'll notice the skull case back here that connects to the neck where the brain would be is much, much bigger. And the teeth itself overlap almost from jawline to jawline. So that's why they're wondering if this is a new species of animal or if this is just a very large specimen that they discovered that they went through hell to get out of a cliff. But it's 100% complete, and that thing is going to go for a lot of money because there's only 3 100% complete specimens from the Mesozoic period ever discovered.
I mean, if you find that yourself, and I mean, does that money somehow eventually go in your pocket? That if you're the guy that discovered that, and who, like the government, or there's some museum gives it to you, or how does that work? I wonder.
So here's how selling fossils work, and this is how it was described to me. So let's take, for example, Sue. Sue was discovered in Montana when a farmer was tilling his field, and he ran over the skull. He didn't even realize it, and he didn't damage the skull, but he found it. What happens is he notifies the museum, and the museum offers to purchase the land that you own. So let's say, for example, you're digging your backyard, you find a mammoth skull. Okay. The museum will pay you to excavate that skull. They'll rent your property for however long it takes. You'll get money per day. And then they'll cover the repairs on your lawn. Now, once they do that, that's still your skull. They're just excavating it. What they will then do is they will find a buyer, someone to purchase the skull. So in this case with Sue, the skull was dug up and sold to the Museum of Chicago for like, I want to recall, it was like 6 or 7 million. The museum that digs up the skeleton, the museum that digs up the specimen, they get like half, while you get half, because that's still your skeleton. That's still your fossil. It's on your property. They can't touch it unless you say, this is my price. This is what I want. So the guy who found Sue, he didn't get the full 7 million from the sale, but he got at least 3.5 to 4 million just by finding that.
Wow, amazing. So we're in the wrong business. We need to get out there and find some.
Well, it also depends on how complete the specimen is. Like some museums, they'll dig it up and they'll be like, "Oh, this Stegosaurus, it's only 75% complete. We don't want it. It'll never sell." Oh, this Hadrosaur, it's only 25%. It's not complete. We won't sell it. They'll sometimes say, "No, we'll pay for we'll pay you for digging up on your lawn, but we're not buying the skeleton off you. We're not going to sell it for you." that's when you have to go on an independent market, because there are people who collect fossils independently. You know, I have a few here in my office, but they'll collect it independently and then they'll just sell it to somebody who like wants to put it on display in their den or their office or something like that. So, but you won't make that much back. You won't make like millions back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
that's pretty wild. So there you go. So we'll end the show with some of, and before we get into Nostradamus's 2024 predictions, I guess happy holidays to everybody, and happy holidays to you, Tyler. We probably won't be on next week, right? Because it's holiday night, actually, right? What is
Christmas Eve, yeah.
Yeah, so there probably won't be a show next weekend, everybody. I'm guessing, unless Tyler wants to do one. But I'm not going
I will probably be too busy with the holidays to host.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we just want to, I want to say happy holidays now to everybody, and whatever holidays you celebrate or not. Thank you for watching the show this past year, and hopefully there's many more shows to come next year.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And well, we got a few left this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we? Will we? Let's see. I don't know. Let's look at the calendar. How's that going to work out for us? Next weekend, man, the weekend after is actually, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So, this is probably it for the year, honestly. Don't you think? I mean, we're not going to do a show on New Year's Eve either.
Unless you want me stumbling in here drunk with a party going on.
Right, yeah. My house will be full of people that night.
Yeah.
So I could even do a show. So
this
is probably it for this year then.
Yeah, it'll be one of those videos where you're going to be doing this. You're going to see me drunk. Hey, y'all. Rob's doing an alien video. Check this out.
You're going to have to watch to catch that side of Tyler, you got to watch the Best Damn Podcast. So
yeah,
you may end up drunk on that show.
I
bet I've seen a couple of your guys drunk as shit on there. So there you go. So yeah, and so I guess that means happy 2024, everybody, and see you next year.
Thank God 2023 is almost over. This year has sucked.
Yeah, it sure seemed to go really fast. I don't know. It just flew by for me.
Yeah, it kind of did.
They say that happens when you get older, but a lot of people feel like time in general is going faster. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but like things are speeding up, like everything's speeding up. I don't know. But so anyway, let's see what 2024 has in store for us before we go. This is all reported by the New York Post. Let's take a look at this. Let's see, can I do that? There we go. Nostradamus, brace yourself for more war and famine, everybody. The French astrologer, known as the prophet of doom. Of course, I don't believe anybody can predict the future personally.
No.
I don't believe in even horoscopes, honestly. I think they're a bunch of bullshit. Sorry, you horoscope fans. I know you're out there and you people love horoscopes and, all that, but sorry, I'm not a follower. I'm not a follower. But anyway, I still thought this would be fun. So he did predict that there'd be apocalypse in 1999, and so that was wrong. But he has, been credited with Hitler and the assassination of JFK, the September 11th attacks, and COVID supposedly. But they decode this stuff that he wrote, and like Hitler was like spelled Hissler, and things weren't exact, but Hissler, yeah. But anyway,
that sounds like a rejected GI Joe villain. Hissler.
one of the things he says is going to happen is Prince Harry is going to become the king. One of the passages says that a king of the Isles will be driven out by force. Some thinks he's referring to King Charles. Charles is soon after a disastrous war, a new king will be anointed, who for a long time will appease the earth. So Prince Harry.
There is a lot of conflict going on in Europe and the Middle East right now, but I don't know if that would spill over to the United Kingdom.
I mean, that's practically World War III going on. People just don't want to talk about it. This world's going crazy right now. British author, let's see. He said King Charles' death. The King Charles would be, I don't know. Anyway, so that's one thing. Also, he predicted China will declare war. He predicted combat and naval battle, and that a red adversary will become pale with fear, putting the great ocean in dread.
If we did go to war with China, it's going to be a massacre for China because, I mean, yes, China has a large air force for sure, but currently there are 12 super carriers in the world. All 12 of those are with the United States. There are 10 what are called half carriers. These are like older traditional aircraft carriers from like before World War II and whatnot that are currently in service. These are for like helicopters and whatnot. The U.S. has 6. China has 2. Both of those used to be casinos or gambling boats. So even China has focused all their money into, and plus China does not have the funds right now because COVID has just whooped their ass.
Well, didn't Sleepy Joe just go over there, just hang out with the president of China for
Yeah,
and they have a little meeting? Didn't he accidentally call him a dictator a couple times, and people were like, "Ooh, don't call him that."
it's. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that was a story, but yeah, Sleepy Joe. So anyway, there you have it. He predicted the red adversary, but then again, there's some vague, sentence that was written by him and the red adversary, and they turned it into China, is going to declare war on us. So there you have it. Which was also translated from some God knows what kind of language, and
Yeah.
Anyway, what else? Climate disaster. He's predicting for us this coming year, everybody. Climate crisis become more apparent, of course, in the recent years with drought, wildfires, and record high temperatures. Nostradamus predicts it'll get even worse. He says the dry earth will grow more parched, and there will be great floods when it is seen.
I mean, you're talk about it right now. The environment right now. Look at right here in Illinois. It's like what? Warm days. Normally we have snow on the ground.
You like my Nostradamus imitation?
It's a very, very powerful Nostradamus imitation.
Yeah, well, you're right. I mean, look, there's the residents at the McDougal Creek wildfire in British Columbia. Drought and famine right there.
Oh, that Canadian wildfire they had. Damn.
Well, you're right. Illinois, when I moved here, used to have horrible, terrible weathers, and ice storms and snow 3 feet deep, and now it's nothing. Now you get it's not even a winter; it barely exists. You just get like a couple inches of snow maybe for a few days, and then it's gone. We're no more ice storms and all that craziness, which I'm fine with that though, because I hate snow and I hate all them that kind of weather. So, you know, a little bit of global warming worked out good here for me personally, but
Well, you never know. We haven't even hit winter yet, so it's probably going to be something like overnight. Boom! Here's the flip of the switch.
but we should be so surprised. I don't think when you know our little area changes temperatures because, man, you know the way this planet's spinning around the universe 1,000 miles an hour in a circle. I mean, God, who knows what could happen to this place?
Yeah.
We shouldn't even be surprised if it was 150 degrees here for the next couple of months for some reason. You know.
Well, the water table is up in Illinois now, finally. So I wouldn't say we've had a lot of rain. I wouldn't say it's the hot temperatures. Yes, we're having those. You know, parched droughts. I'd want to talk about that. You know,
He also predicted weather events and world hunger, a very great famine through Polistifarius. So I can't even spell that word or say it, let alone say it. Through wave. So you know, of course, they turned that into it's going to be big floods or something. But anyway, extreme weather and world hunger, great famine. And what else have we got to look forward to in 2024, according to Nostradamus, everybody? Pope Francis could soon see a replacement, according to the astrologers' predictions. Through the death of a very old pontiff, a Roman of good old age will be elected. Of him it will be said that he weakens, but long will he sit in biting activity, he wrote. Pope Francis, who is indeed a couple days shy of his 87th birthday, has been having health issues.
Yeah, this stuff came out of nowhere, and anybody will tell you, you know, when somebody's about to die, it's usually just out of nowhere. It's like, wait, what the heck? They got sick? What? It just happens.
Pope said he had to skip the UN climate conference because of lung inflammation and breathing problems. There you go.
This time next month, this time next year, we may be talking about a new pope.
Yeah, well, the good news is, while these predictions might seem scary and bleak, fear not, because most of his predictions for 2023 have not come true within a few weeks that we have left here. Like one of them was he predicted the coming of the Antichrist this year, along with full-blown World War III. So he missed those. So, you know.
Darn, he missed his Powerball.
Yeah, so don't count on any of this crap happening. But, you know, he might get lucky on the Pope there just because the guy's 87, you know. But, yeah.
He might get lucky. That might be his, like, bingo free space because the Pope's 87. Everything else, the climate, I could also possibly see, but everything else, the war with China and all that, I don't know. That'd be... And plus, I think with Charles, I think, like, I don't know if, like, because of the fact that Harry is here in the U.S. and he's at such odds with the royal family, I don't know if he would even get the chance to be king if broke. There'd have to be like
supposed to have some big Christmas gathering, and they were going to invite him back or something. Did that happen? Or
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't follow him too much, really.
Yeah. I haven't cared about the royal family since 1776. Damn it!
I like Diana. She was cool. Me and my wife
Diana was
like
cool.
Diana. She was a cool character. She went around helping everybody and just being awesome. And
Diana would have been an awesome
helping little kids and stuff like that.
How long ago was that when Queen Elizabeth died? Was that 2021?
Yeah, it's been a couple years now. You're right.
Yeah,
She's been out for a while. Yeah, probably. I'm surprised that there's still, you know, it's going to keep going, that whole British dictatorship, you know, thing.
Yeah, if you really look at it, though, the monarchy in Britain, they really don't have any power, to say the least. They're just there to be there. That's
the people there, they have weird attitudes about it. Like, some of them in the UK, that's all they've known their whole life. So
Yeah.
that's just, they love the Queen. They love that, that's just how it is for them. So they're just okay with it, and but then there's others over there that really want it to stop, and they're not down with the whole, monarchy at all.
I remember when Charles first came in to the throne, when the Queen died, I saw pictures on the internet, people waving banners over there saying, how when Trump got elected here in the US, they kept saying, not my president, not my president. When Biden got elected, they were saying, not my president, not my president. There were flyers and there were people over there talking about Charles saying, not my king, not my king. And it's like, if you look at it, they don't really they're a figurehead for the British government. They're not really telling you what to do. If that's the case, why does the United Kingdom elect a prime minister?
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens in the next year. We'll see if old Nostradamus is right. We'll have to check in at the end of the next year, with Nostradamus's predictions and see how he's doing. Obviously, he's not, doing too well. Last year, the Antichrist hasn't popped up yet. Thank you very much for the like, for everybody. And if you're watching this, like the show, please give us a little like and share. That'd be really nice of you for Christmas. We'd appreciate that. It helps other people find the show. So, it really does.
Yep.
So we'd appreciate that. So that's it for tonight, everybody. Thank you for participating. That's it for the year. We'll, that's going to give us a couple of weeks worth of stories. Next year, we really plan on having more guests. Tyler and I have come across a great list of guests. I need your help with that, Tyler. We both just need to attack that whole list of people and get those people on the show next year. So that's one of our that's one of our New Year's resolutions, is to get guests on the show coming up. So, and if you guys have some ideas for guests that you'd like for us to have on the show, let us know. And anything you'd like to see in the next year, on the show, let us know. We take your comments and suggestions.
Hopefully next time we go on a ghost hunt, I'll have better internet connection and better cell service, so I can actually broadcast live, because I didn't really have a chance to do that with Havana because their internet's so shoddy. But
I was wondering what happened there.
Yeah, I tried logging in, but it just kept timing out. Their internet's just bleh down there,
Yeah, it's hard to get to a creepy spot that you can, do a ghost hunt and expect there to be Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I do know that. I think by the time we come back from our little break, that footage should be done so I can show it to you guys here on the show.
Oh, cool. That'll be fun. Very cool. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and thanks for hanging out, everybody. We appreciate it, and happy holidays to all of you, and to you, Tyler, and you and your family. Happy holidays.
Well, happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you, Rob.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everybody who's been watching us this year. Hopefully next year will be really, really awesome. We'll have a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to stay on the Bigfoot stories and the UFOs and the aliens, and we're going to get down to this whole investigation and why, what's going on with the government and UFOs and the truth. And we're going to keep on enlightening everybody and working on raising everybody's frequency. And there you have it. So you guys have a good night, and go research the 520 frequency? To give you guys some homework, what is that frequency called? It's
Mr. Hanson, it's right before Christmas break. Come on.
I know. I'll leave you guys with some homework, though. Is it 512 or 518? 512. There you go. Do some research out there, everybody, on 512 frequency benefits. That's your homework for tonight. And I'm going to put that in the chat room. It's going to everybody. Thank you for the likes up there, everybody, in the shares. We appreciate that. There's your homework. 512 hertz frequency benefits. It's the actual DNA repair. It can help you. It can purify your mind and body. There you go. It's healing frequency. So check it out. There you go. Anyway, have a good night.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
All right, buddy. I will talk to you later. Merry Christmas, everybody. Weird ending for the show. We're just kind of like, okay, bye, everybody. We'll see you next year. Yeah, it's kind of sad we're not going to be here for 2 more weeks, but don't worry. We'll be in your heart.
We'll be back.
Yeah. So remember to rush that monkey, rush that gray, and keep it weird. Remember, this is the show that asks you, what the weird was that? What the weird is that? No, I don't know. That's not as good of a catchphrase as rush that monkey or rush that gray. So, yeah, remember, if you film Bigfoot, rush him. If you got a drone, drop the drone. Just drop it on his freaking head. You know, he's not going to be smart enough to figure it out and like break your drone or keep it. He's going to run if you hit him in the head with it. I mean, I want to see a video where they entwine the drone helicopter blades in Bigfoot's hair.
Well, then you ain't
And
getting
he's
the
like
drone
going,
back.
yeah,
Then you're not getting that drone back because he's going to take off and he's going to be itchy.
You might be able
With
to
a
record
drone
the
in his
footage
hair.
somehow on your phone, on your little controller. Just record the footage. You're good. And just aim it right at his head. Just be like, okay, Bigfoot's going through the woods. There he goes. Drop that on his head. So drop the drone, rush the monkey, and the grays. If you see, aliens or whatever, we need you to just go right towards them. And don't stop filming. Don't get like a couple seconds of the thing going by. Keep going. Follow it. There you go. Okay, that's all we got.
All right.
See you later, Tyler.
See you later, guys. Have a good one.
See you guys. Have a good night. Peace out, everybody. Keep it weird.
I can do that too, yeah.